sometimes if things are too good to be true, they are.
And I hope this is what that is. Okay.
I've learned a big lesson because you just don't. Yeah.
And when I literally was like, what'd you get the check for? And she's like, I got it because it's a business check. I'm in business with these people. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, how did you get it? Who did you talk to? Were you expecting it? Can I just have my check back now? I mean, just immediately. So she's lying straight through her teeth.
Yeah. Hey, are you Brenda?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I got my license.
Okay.
FedEx.
Do you guys want to have a seat in the car?
Get the car. Bob, you gotta get down to yours.
I'm a sit right here.
Braylon, get in the car. I know, but I gotta make sure.
You want to talk to her?
Hi.
Hey, how
I
are you?
actually have the vice president of finance on the phone with me right now. He has confirmed that is fake. She has been coming in here giving me, as soon as I started asking a question, she started getting hostile with it and wanting the check back immediately. So it is confirmed fraudulent. I've also spoke with the bank. She has signed the back of it.
I got a check.
So she told me she was in business with them,
And
partnered.
I'm here.
She does business with them. She received it in a FedEx envelope. And like I said, I have Jim, whose name is on that check. That's the VP of the finance department. And he's already confirmed that it's not good as well.
Okay.
Well, okay.
What's going on? Here, you want to step back here, actually.
I got a check through FedEx.
Okay.
And I come here to try to cash it.
Okay.
Okay. She took it from me.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, I'm in kind of a hurry. I have a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
Well, we've waited and we've waited and we've waited. I said, ma'am, I've waited to my last minute. I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, takes a little time, put kids in the car. Takes,
That's our
There's
sergeant.
our sergeant. He's just talking to your kids.
you know, take them out of the car, go into it. So I'm like running behind. So,
So, where'd you get the check from? You said FedEx?
yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. For what?
I mean, I literally just asked a couple questions and she started going off. So I'm like, no, this is fake. I'm calling. So, do you need to speak with him? I have him right here if you need it. I've also sent him a picture and he's confirmed that no.
Okay. Tell you what. What's Jim's phone number?
Right there on the front.
This
Sorry.
one?
Yeah, I've got it jumbled because I was trying to write it quickly.
I'm part owner of a truck service.
Oh, okay. So they're paying you for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it came FedEx. My husband called me. FedEx came. I said, I'm at the garage. I'll be on to the house. I got it.
Have you gotten a check from that company before? that you're from?
Second one.
Second one. The first one was just fine?
Yes.
Why is this one not saying it's fraudulent?
I
You
have
don't know?
no clue.
Okay.
I fed the kids. So I'm going to come here.
Okay. Interesting.
That's it.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Alright.
How long have you been part owner of this company out in Florida?
2 years.
2 years? Just
All right. Tell him we'll
Can
give him a call if we
I
need it.
have that real quick? I need to scan it through my system
Yeah.
so I can send it out.
Yeah, I can call you.
Okay, and like I said, it come in pre-signed. She
Has
already
she-
swore up and down it was her check, that it was legit. She wanted her check because she had an appointment. She had to go just immediately as soon as I asked like 2 questions. That was it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, yeah, I'm gonna if you want to come back in and get this,
Okay.
or I can take it out. Doesn't matter. Either
Okay.
way.
That sounds good. Thank you.
so you've only received 2 checks from them in the 2 years?
Well, you
One a
gotta
year?
pay- You got to pay for food, stuff like that.
Sure.
So you know, where I didn't have a whole lot of money into it. The money it was making, I had to have it put back.
So where did you cash this first check then? Here?
No,
Okay, so where'd you cash the first check that you got?
that was last year,
Okay.
and I cashed it at, it was a check place up here on the corner. Now that's some kind of smoke
Come over to your door?
Yeah.
How about I get you a sticker?
Well, the smoke place has been there for, Bill, how long has that smoke shop been there?
2 years maybe.
Which one?
The smoke shop there on the corner that used to be the Check Smart?
Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of years.
Hold on.
Okay. You said you cashed the other one last year?
Probably been 2
Okay.
when I first started.
Okay.
But yeah,
What's the name of this truck company?
it's shit. Now you got me all worked up. I'm not really for sure.
But you're part owner?
It's LLC. It's in Fort Lauderdale, 401.
Uh-huh.
Brian Holland's the owner.
Okay, so you're part owner of this trucking company. You got a phone number or anything for them to where we can contact
At
them?
home I do,
Okay.
but I'm trying to get to an appointment.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to figure out, we're saying we have a fraudulent check about $16,000. So what we're trying to do is verify that that is absolutely 110% on top of what, hang on, let
He's
me
had
finish.
it.
Let me finish. We're trying to make sure that everything is verified the way that it's supposed to be, and that this is all some kind of big misunderstanding and CheckSmart's telling you that this isn't legal or whatever it is. I'm keeping an eye on them. Looks like my sergeant's getting some stickers.
Do not stick that on my car.
Don't stick it on this
Okay.
for cars. I
Focus.
want you to stick it on your clothes.
So we show up because basically we have a $16,000 fraudulent check that's attempting to be cashed, all right? They're putting a hold
It
of their...
better not be a
Hang
fraud.
on a second. Let me just tell you what we have and why we're trying to figure this out, okay? I don't know you. I've never met you before.
Right.
We come here because they're getting a hold of their bank manager that says that check is fraudulent, okay? So now what we are trying to do is now determine, because he's talking to the kids, okay? Basically what we're trying to do is, you're saying that you're part owner of this trucking company that's in Fort Lauderdale. You don't know the name of it. You know it's an LLC. You don't have a phone number for it. If I'm part owner of a trucking company, I would probably know a little bit more details and stuff about
Especially
it.
if they owe me $16,000.
And if this
Well,
is the second...
I didn't know that I made $16,000 until it came in the mail. If I would have knew that before, I would have
Don't do that either.
did some, please God.
So how did you become part of this whole trucking company thing? That you said you've been
Through
part...
a friend,
And you've been part of this for 2 years, you said? Okay.
through a friend.
Yes.
Okay. So this trucking company that you said you ended up getting a check for, that you cashed at this checking place down here, that's now been a smoke shop for the last 2 years, means they gave you money up front, and
Yes.
you went ahead and cashed that money up front at the CheckSmart?
Yeah. Now they're in Georgetown.
Who's in Georgetown?
That place that used to be there.
Hold on one
Okay.
second. Hold on 1 second.
So how do we go about verifying that this check is legit then? Who do you talk to with this trucking company?
And I'm back.
My friend.
Okay, what's your friend's phone number?
What time?
Does this friend live in Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll ask. You hang tight. Okay.
1-805. Gone. Doctor.
Sure.
Good officer.
Yeah. So,
Give you the number.
yes, sir.
Okay. We'll gladly go
So
ahead and
did
take
you
that
just
number.
get a call from
And
a
then hang
check
on a second,
smart
we're
up
gonna have
here
to write that down.
about
We're gonna have
a
to get a little bit of
check?
information stuff from him.
Lady Brandy Howe, that's insurance manager.
Brew.
Yeah.
DREW.
So, what, can you tell me any more about this?
Okay.
So, did you just get a call from a check smart up here about a check?
Yeah, a lady named Brandy Howe, that's insurance manager.
Yeah. So, what, can you tell me any more about this?
I know is we got a call into our main phone number. We're down here in Florida. And they started asking questions if we had issued a cashier's check for $16,000. The call went to our receptionist, so she didn't really know how to answer it. She called me and transferred the lady, or gave the lady my phone number so she could call me. She sent me a picture of a check that appears to be fraudulent because we have not written that check. I checked it into our accounting system. We don't write cashier's checks. We just do regular checks, and then we do wire transfers. So it was pretty easy to tell that it wasn't from us. I confirmed that with the person who actually writes the checks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What? And you're with Fleet Advantage?
Yeah, I'm the VP of Finance for Fleet Advantage. We're down in Florida.
Okay. Jim, can I get your date of birth? She's saying that she's part owner in this trucking company, and she's got a whole story. But okay. Well,
she's a part owner in a trucking company.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah, I mean, we deal with truck companies all the time, but I'm not aware of any checks we would have written.
Okay.
And Gru does what for this company?
He works for him.
Okay.
In Florida?
He lives in Florida.
Okay.
So you know a friend that works for...
805.
Okay.
974.
So you know this guy that works down in this company in Florida, and then he told you a part owner, please? Okay. Did you sign any papers about being part owner or anything like that?
When I was down there, I did.
And when was that?
It's probably been 2.5 years, 3.
Okay. So you went to Florida about 2.5, almost 3 years ago. You signed paperwork to do a part ownership of the company. Who is the other owner of this company?
I told you, Brian Holland.
Brian Holland? Okay. So, do you have any contact with him ever? You never have contact with him. You're part owner of the business. Do they ever send you any updates on how the company's doing? And they give you
It's
like I'm trying to
more
figure.
of the truck, not the company. It's more, I'm part owner of a truck.
A truck that's with the company?
Yes, that works with that company.
So you went in with Brian to purchase this truck.
And I went in with Gru
Uh-huh.
to purchase this truck.
Okay, for Brian to use in the company.
There's a driver that drives that truck
Okay.
for that company.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry.
So,
I got to go to this doctor's. I just had a hysterectomy.
okay.
Sorry.
Well, we gotta figure this out because we gotta call and check here.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Do I what?
Do you see kind of what I'm saying?
Kinda, yeah.
You're a part owner of a business, basically a business venture.
Well, I'm
right?
hoping I'm not being scammed.
Correct.
Because
And that is
of the
ultimately
fact-
what I'm trying to figure out here.
Yeah.
If you're telling me that you have all this going on, and you're getting this money for this truck, and you're doing all this stuff,
Do you think I'm getting scammed from him?
I'm
hoping.
I'm thinking something ain't sounding right. And I'm saying you're getting a $16,000 check in the mail from FedEx, basically saying that she's saying it's fraudulent, no good.
So I'm getting scammed. So they're trying to.
But you said that you were in business with them.
Right, that's what she's saying. So let me ask you this, okay?
When's the last time I've been to Florida?
Well,
I told you,
2.5
years ago.
Correct, I got you on that one. But what do you give them?
What do I give them?
Yeah.
They take money out of that the truck makes for the upkeep.
Right.
That's
But
it.
what I'm saying is, so you went down there 2.5, 3 years ago. You
Oh, I
signed
had to give them money.
How much money did you give them?
About $22,000.
Okay.
And he went in 22,
Uh-huh.
and then the company took care of the rest.
And they legitimately purchased this truck. You were there when it was bought.
No,
So you were not there. You gave them $22,000 in Florida 2.5, almost 3 years
I'm
ago.
screwed.
And
I'm
you
screwed.
weren't there when they purchased this truck.
No.
You left after signing paperwork.
Yeah.
They sent you one check before.
I live here.
I know you do, over on Outgar. So they
Like,
sent
I
you.
live here.
Right. So they sent you a check before that cashed. How much was that check for?
About 12.
12,000, you said. And that one cleared. So then they send you this one, and it's obviously fraudulent, correct?
Yep, absolutely. Confirmed
Is
with the
it?
bank and the company. Yep.
With
Sorry.
the trucking company.
Yep. I spoke to
back
their
here.
vice president of the financial department.
Okay.
Yep, and the bank, the third.
Okay.
So
I
you
just
were
got-
asking- I just have a question. So
might be
you
out
were
on-
asking that you wanted so much in cash and so much on money orders. Were they wanting you to send the money orders to them?
No, I was trying, I got,
I was just curious because a lot of times they ask
I've-
for this,
like I said, just had they
and then
disrupt me, so I've been out of work for about
so I got
5 weeks.
Yeah.
I had 2 questions out, and then she was already getting kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I got an appointment. I just had a hysterectomy, man. The 28th of February.
It's okay. I'm gonna let them.
Just do me a favor, hang out with her for a second. She's valid and everything.
Okay.
Long
He's
story.
spoken to the owner of this company who
Yeah.
didn't write this tag.
All fraudulent.
I don't think they're not going to accept. Here, I'm going to give you that. Right.
He said that their check numbers are thousands higher than this.
Yeah.
You know, running a business.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we don't have a Brenda, we don't have a Wolf. He's like, no.
Yeah. She's saying she went to Florida 2.5, 3 years ago, signed paperwork with so and so, gave $22,000 to be a part of this company, ended up leaving.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A little 68, that's the outfit. $60,000. I read her Miranda rights and drill it. You do whatever you like though.
Cool.
So you said Gru's your friend, right?
Yeah.
Did he grow up around here, or?
He came in Ohio with a
Okay.
friend of mine
Okay.
that lives in Arizona.
Okay.
And I thought they were
How long you known him for a while before you did this?
junior or the group.
Grew.
About 6 years.
You know, about 6 years, and he told you about this business thing.
Yeah.
Did he put 22,000 too?
That's what he said.
Oh, you don't know if you didn't. Huh? Have you talked to him since then? Like recently?
2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious if you still talk to him or not.
Well, not
he has a
now after he's screwing me.
He has
I
a
got
California
grandkids.
number.
Please shut the door. No, you didn't. No, you buckled in.
I mean, that's what you got right now, right?
Huh?
That's what you got right now, right? She's in possession of the small check.
It was already signed before. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Really? That's something else. But that's all I got.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not good,
I think it's
you
fraud.
can have
I don't
it.
think it's
Sorry.
I don't think it's
I don't think it's stolen.
it was never written. You know what I mean? So, what's your name?
Brandy.
I know that you're in there, but give me your last name, Brandy.
HOWE. We're not allowed to give that out in front of customers, so.
Okay. HOWE.
So you're saying that you got this FedEx wise? Okay. From them?
I am, I'm sure, so.
Okay, I will in a second.
Where's that paper at?
Okay, thank
The
you.
envelope and stuff from them.
My house.
The envelopes at your house?
Would you like to follow me to my house?
No.
Not particularly.
Yeah, that we're not
You
going to
sure?
do. Positive. That we're not going to do.
drive.
Okay.
Not very far.
No, Brenda, we're not going to do that.
So basically, at this point, we have a fraudulent check for $16,000, and we have you trying to pass said check and it being in your
And I'm
possession.
sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know.
We're not saying you're a bad person or anything like that,
No,
Brenda, but there's a couple
please.
things. There's a couple things in the
I just
state
went to church last night.
Yeah,
and oh my God.
No, yeah, we're not saying you're a bad person, but there is a couple things that we need to ask you because it's against the law in the state of Ohio to possess
Well, I
that.
bet it is. I
Yeah.
know it is.
So we were going to stop right here. We're going to make sure that you're aware of your rights. Okay?
Please don't arrest me.
Hang tight. We're not saying anybody's going to jail, anybody's going in handcuffs, or anybody's going anywhere. But what we need you to do is we need to read your rights and make sure that you're aware of them and know. Our main concern is the two people that are in the back of that car and make sure they're safe and that you're safe and we're all safe.
Okay, because I'm babysitting.
Right, and we're not saying you're a bad person, and we're not saying you did anything to hurt anybody, right? There's people out here that are stabbing, punching, murdering, killing, Satan. I mean, it's bad stuff out here, you know what I mean? You're trying to cash a check, but we need to make sure that me and you and these other officers get to the bottom of it. So we're going to read your Miranda. Okay, sounds good. Hang tight for 1 second while...
I swear to God it'll
Brendo, hang
All right,
tight 1
listen to her.
second.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of your rights I explained to you? These rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Brenda, here's what we got. It's not great. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll tell you it's awesome. But what we have here is a miscommunication of something. Here's what I'm at. My name's Sergeant Tobias, first things first. Whatever you tell me here today, you're not going to go down to jail, okay? But what I need, hang tight, Brenda. Let me finish, and then I'm going to let you talk for as much as you want. What I need, Brenda, is I need the 100% truth, because this is what we're going to do. I love to tell people, hold on, I love to tell people what we're going to do. We have 4 investigators up there that have nothing better to do than to investigate every part of every little thing that's happening here today. They're going to contact Florida. They're going to contact people. They're going to pull bank records. They're going to pull text messages. They're going to pull phone conversations. They're going to talk to other people. They're going to talk to people that you got checks from, that other people get checks from, and everything. What they're going to do is they're going to make a case that doesn't need to go to a federal level, a jurisdictional state level, that doesn't need to. If me and you can hash something out here today of exactly where we got checks from, who's cashing them, why we're cashing them, all that good stuff, okay, if that's the way you want to go, and that's the way you want to end it, that's what we'll do here today. But just know that attempting to pass a bad check, listen to me, you keep interrupting and we're not going to get anywhere. You attempting to pass a bad check in here, little fish down here. We're not really interested in that. What we want to know is where you got it, who's writing them, how we're making them, and then we're going a bit way up here, Brenda, okay? We passing a bad check in here, I don't really care. But you're making me care. So where'd you get it from?
I told you. Drew Edwards. That's what his name was.
Drew Edwards. Where's he though?
Drew. With a G-R-E-W. He lives in Florida.
He lives in Florida.
He has a California number.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. And he just sends you $16,000 checks every day?
Not $16,000 every day.
So how many checks have you gotten from him then?
2.
And the first one was for 12?
Yes.
Okay. And he's the one who sends them to you? Is it from him?
It's
and not from
usually the company.
What company?
His company.
What company does he have?
He's more owner into the trucking company than I am. I'm just kind of like a silent partner.
Gotcha.
That handed out.
That handles
$22,000.
Stolen checks. Gotcha. I would call my business a company too if I was running an illegal operation. That sounds like it would be a good idea too, Brenda. I'm uninterested in all that. What I want to know is how many times when we look through your bank records are you cashing checks for Drew or Grew?
That was just the one time.
That would be something that I would need to know here today. And like we started at the beginning of this, I'm just a truth seeker, and we're just truth seekers. Anything you tell me, we're not going to take you down to jail because you got a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, we'll give you another opportunity, because that's all I'm about, is opportunities. Of telling me exactly how you got this check. Some random person that you've met one time 2 years ago, named Drew, down in Florida, sends you $30,000 worth of checks, and you think that that's something that would be reasonably articulate.
For my husband.
Who's Bill?
My
Bill,
husband.
okay,
Bill
food is
Moore.
done. Now I know you love more. I got it now. FedEx was at the house. Okay, leaving Bud garage. Bud, don't let the dog out. I don't understand any of that.
Okay, he's like, I meant to say Buzz, but it came back Bud. But he said, don't let the dog out because I don't have a fenced-in yard and she runs.
Wow, Brenda,
Okay.
this couldn't be any more confusing. What does that have to do with
Brenda,
anything?
what-
I have a
piece is that?
camera on my house.
Okay,
That's how my husband at work knew that FedEx was there.
okay. Do you
I'm
think that
telling
it's?
you
Do you think
guys
that it's a realistic
The
thing?
honest to God.
That's fine. We're not saying that
But I
we're not saying that we
know
don't
that's
believe you.
True.
That's great. Do you think that it's a reasonable thing for a person in the city of Cincinnati, state of Ohio, Milford, Miami Township, to get
I
two
hear that
checks
all
from
my life.
$30,000, well, $28,000, that's college math, $28,000, do you think it's reasonable that somebody would get $28,000 in checks from a guy named Drew in Florida, and you, for no reason at all, and go cash it? The answer to that is no, Brenda. And if the sooner that you get to that point, the sooner we can stop baking in the sun out here and send you on your way to go home.
I didn't know. I'm telling you, I did not know.
Okay. Just
This
like people
was
that don't
fraud.
know that it's 25-mile-an-hour zone and they go 50. I don't care. Okay? We've been nice, and now I'm starting to get nice. I let everybody have their opportunity to tell me what the hell happened, Brenda. And the more that you bury yourself into lies or whatever they
I'm
are.
not lying. I swear to God.
Okay.
Brenda, do you think that we believe that you go down to Florida and meet some guy and write him a
I
check for
didn't meet the
$22,000?
guy in Florida. The guy came to our house with a friend of ours from Arizona that he is actually friends with.
Okay, so there's a friend of a friend of a friend that you handed a check for $22,000, and now you're expecting payment back.
Well, not payment back. I thought I was making an investment.
How much money did you give him?
$22,000.
You gave him $22,000 when?
2.5 years ago to buy this.
What bank did that come out of?
What bank? I saved it up. It didn't come out of it.
So cash, you handed him straight cash, $22,000. So there'll be increments out of your bank account for the last 3 years of money that was coming out that you're getting cash withdrawals.
They did cash withdrawals.
How do you get $22,000 in, Brenda?
I mean, you
Coffee
saved it.
can?
You saved it.
Okay,
No.
Brenda, hey, remember for me? Okay, we're going to let you go on your way, but just remember that we gave you this opportunity, okay? When we're talking to more important people than me, and more important people than us, meaning a judge, or if that's the way a case, a grand jury, or something of that nature, remember that Officer Tobias, well, Sergeant now, Sergeant Tobias gave you this opportunity to tell me everything you know. Because it doesn't look great.
Do you know Mark Zuckermeyer? He used to be an officer for Miami.
Yeah, sure.
We are friends.
Sounds great.
He knows that I would never.
We're not
do
telling you that
something
you're doing.
stupid.
But here's what I know, Brenda.
It sounds that I just did
Right.
something stupid.
Here's what I do know, Brenda, is that you know a little bit more.
A little bit more what?
Of that you're not telling me.
Brenda,
People don't go
I
down to
swear
$22,000 cash.
To God, I swear.
Here's what I did.
On my grandkids.
I asked
I'm
what bank that
telling you.
came out of, and you said, what bank did that come out of? So it gives you an
It's there.
opportunity to
That came
give me
out
the
of
answer
that
that you want to
system.
give me. I don't care, because I've already told you what I'm going to do.
Brenda,
I'm going to
what-
check all
what
your bank
who do you
accounts.
bank with?
When we're done
Who
here,
do I
Brenda.
bank with?
Yes.
U.S. Bank.
So why wouldn't you take this check to U.S. Bank? Why are you here at Checksmart?
Why am I here at check?
Yes.
Money orders.
Brenda, you're killing me. You got to stop repeating our questions that are the hard ones. What's your name, Brenda? What bank do I own? What bank do I own? PNC.
What do you mean? No, I didn't say PNC. I said U.S. Bank.
You're killing me.
Yep.
You're killing me.
Fair enough. We just,
God.
I understand.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't. I feel like I have been
You made a mistake.
scammed. No, I didn't know I was making a mistake.
But it happened. We're here.
So this is where we're at. Okay. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we have a fraudulent check in your possession and you tried to cash. Okay.
But I didn't know it was
Okay, but listen to me.
fraudulent.
We're gonna get
If
out
I
of
knew
Listen,
it was
Brenda,
fraudulent,
listen.
Brenda,
We know
listen.
you didn't know. Listen.
We're getting out of here. You're getting out of here. We're turning it over to our investigators. They'll look into it, pull bank records, everything else like that. They'll verify if everything you're saying is true. They'll verify it all, or they'll find on the other way that it's not. And then at the end of the day, if they find out that it isn't true, then there'll be a Rule 16, which is a felony charge for you. Okay?
Why would I?
Brenda, a lot of people ask me a lot of why they would do certain things, and I can't answer
Why
those.
would I do it? I'm telling you. These kids are
So-
lives. I
So
got
Brenda,
7
it's kind of like this, okay? Like, so say Brew shows up at your driveway. He's got a $50,000 truck. He said, Brenda, I got the deal of a lifetime. All you have to do is give me $22,000. This truck
That
will
was
be
the
yours.
dumbest thing I've done. I
Okay,
know that.
no.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
listen to the rest of it.
Listen. If something's too good to be true, it is. Right? So here we are. So that's what we want. You just want the truth. I don't know that we're gonna get there today, but
I'm telling you every bit of the truth that I slipped in.
then we're not judges.
I'm telling
right?
you.
So we're not gonna
I'm
make the
telling
decision
you every
at the
bit
end
of
of
the
the
truth
day.
that I know.
Okay. So we're going to get out of here.
Because I would never, I'm telling you,
We have a good phone number for
never.
her?
No, I'm about to get one. Brenda, can I get your phone number so they
Area
can
code
follow up with
513.
you?
I would never
Okay,
do anything.
so we're going to get out of here.
You're not saying that.
Right, so we're going to get out of here. A detective's going to be in contact with you, okay? See if we can go ahead and figure out this whole bank records thing and
And I
verify
will save
everything.
the
and stuff.
FedEx
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you have
envelope.
that,
Yes, I
Great.
do.
well, we're getting out of here. All right? They'll be in contact. They'll verify everything. All right? If everything's on the up and up, you got nothing to worry about. But if it isn't, then there's going to be a Rule 16 filed for you.
Well,
Okay?
I don't want nothing. I've never in my
That's
life.
great.
Then
got
if you can
in
save whatever
trouble.
you have about this, any paperwork you signed that you find up having, that would be helpful.
The contracts.
Anything that you have
Probably
verifying
can't
any
find the contracts, but
I would
I
look.
do have
if you
the
got
envelope.
it, then great. Okay, I would go ahead and get all that together because we're going to be in contact with you and figure it out. Okay. At the end of the day, I hope that this is one of those scenarios where you just got scammed and it's all just a misunderstanding.
You know,
But if it's not-
that was my savings that I have been saving for years.
Okay.
We had a guy that lived right across the street over here that mailed $84,000 to New York because he thought that he won $6 million. It sucks, but sometimes if things are too good to be true, they are.
And I hope this is what that is. Okay.
I've learned a big lesson because you just don't.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to let you get out of here and go to
sure
your
this
place.
kid
I thought
is
for
strapped in,
sure
okay?
you're supposed to trust people. I thought God says you aren't supposed to trust people.
Within reason.
Definitely when it comes to money. Hi guys. Y'all buckled in? I was making sure you're still buckled.
She's sticking to her story, isn't she?
Yeah. She come in here swearing she was in business with this company, or partners in this company. I literally was on the phone with my director when she first come up, and as you know, we're well trained here to know what's good, what's not.
Yeah.
And when I literally was like, what'd you get the check for? And she's like, I got it because it's a business check. I'm in business with these people. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, how did you get it? Who did you talk to? Were you expecting it? Can I just have my check back now? I mean, just immediately. So
Yeah.
she's lying
Yeah.
straight through her teeth.
Yeah, we were trying to crack her out there. She's probably fessing up to it right now.
Yeah, so she knows. Like I said, and I did use whiteout. I do apologize
Oh, you're
because I put Jim's last name
Okay.
instead of hers.
No, you're
So, but no, I was like, well, how did you get it? They sent it in FedEx. I said, were you expecting it? Yeah, because I'm business partners with them.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No. Yeah.
She literally, before she even handed the check, she said, I need to cash this, and I want X amount in money orders and X amount in cash. And I can't remember the amounts because I was already focused. So, I mean, immediately before I even, yeah. And then when I told her I had to do, you know, I still have to call and verify. At that point in time, she's like, well, I gotta go. I have an appointment. If I'm late, I can't be late. I have to go. And I mean, just constant. And at that point in time, I had her ID.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now she's out there BSing.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course she is.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes I'll give people benefit of the doubt. But these last couple times, like, and this one come in, get mad immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, she was demanding the check the entire time and her ID. Well, then I had her ID, but it was at my window, but I was in the back, you know, away from her trying to verify. And my teller, Sheila, handed her the ID back. She made me mad, but anyway, she wasn't leaving anyway because I think she was wanting that check back.
Yeah.
She's like, well, if it's a problem,
10 other places.
yeah. She's like, well, if it's a problem, I'll just go ahead and take it to Fifth Third. They'll do it. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're attempting to sign it, or to cash it. You've already signed it prior to even coming in. So yeah, she's totally bullshitting you
Well, I
guys.
asked her, I said, who do you bank with? And she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, why wouldn't you have taken it there? Oh, well, I needed money orders. And
Exactly, she's bullshit.
yeah.
Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're fine.
professional to an extent, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, we definitely would like to probably go ahead and continue to press charges, and then I'm sure that the maker would as well.
Yeah.
However all that goes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Anything needed, I'm always here.
All righty, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And then, do you have a card?
Yeah. I think so. I might have given my last one away.
What's your name?
Bill, Hickey.
Bill, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
There we
You
go.
got one.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Take care.
appreciate it.
All righty, no problem. We'll see what we can do with it all. All right, take care.